Hey YouTube watchers, listeners, this is part 3 of the lessons, the Bantu language lesson called Xhosa. Okay, so there's part 1 and 2 already out there, so this one is part 3. So if you need a little bit of background, go to part 1 and 2. Okay, now here I'm just gonna go ahead with the words. Okay, now today's words are similar to mene mene, like the word what that's repeating itself. Okay, so that's the kind of words that I'm covering today in today's lesson. All right, so let's get into the first one. Tile tile. Okay, people are going thinking this tile. No, it's tile tile. Okay, tile tile is maneuver, as you can see there. So no further explanation, is self-explanatory. Tile tile means maneuver. Okay, so a person is doing tile tile, doing tile tiles to get into a certain job. So tile tile is things that somebody does, like maneuver is a really good example. Okay, tile tile. And then mene mene, mene mene. Tekel is a transgressor, but what kind of a transgressor is a hypocrite? Because there are a whole lot of different words that mean transgressor. You'll see in this lesson today. But a mene mene is a type of a transgressor that's a hypocrite. Somebody who'll say, hey, I'll do it this year, and then go to somebody else, I'll actually do it for you. And then go to somebody else and be lying. And go to, somebody will be juggling and doing that kind of thing. So that's a hypocrite. So it's a transgressor. What kind of a transgressor? It's a hypocrite kind of a transgressor. Okay? So that's that word. And we find that same word in the book of Daniel. I think it's 5:25. Okay. So I got a whole 31 words that are showing. But now this type of a transgressor is called a hypocrite. And then there's another one called a hasha. Okay? So there's a mene mene, which is a hypocrite. And then there's a hasha, which is an unstable person. Okay? So hasha is somebody who don't stick to no plan. Okay? So you'll be planning something, say, we're going to do this and this, and then she'll be changing plans the whole time. So somebody who can't stick to any kind of plan. It's called a hasha. Okay? So that's also a transgressor, but a different kind, which is called a hasha. It's unstable person. Okay? Hasha. And then a krom. A krom is a crook. It's a transgressor too, but a crook. Okay? So, a crook. I don't even have to explain that. A crook is a crook. Somebody will be crooking people, lying and get his way, lying. So a crook. Okay? A cham. A cham is a foolish person. Okay, somebody who just does inappropriate things all the time. It's a cham. You'll be planning, we're going to do this, and then they go all the way off the tangent doing their own thing. So it's a cham. Okay, foolish person. And poro. That R is a R, not R. Okay, it's pronounced R. Poro. So it's only pronounced if there's an RH in there. So this one there's no H, so it's a R. So poro is somebody who will be talking all secret. Kanye West, typical example, he's a poro person. Kanye West. He'll be talking, ranting. So somebody who rants out all the time, be talking, saying all kind of secrets in public. That's called poro. Okay? What he's doing, he's doing embora action. So he is a poro. Okay? Then a puku. A puku is a spiritually blind person. Somebody who won't see something, even if it's put in front of him. They won't see it. Even if it's put in front of him, they just won't see it. So that person is called a puku. It's spiritually blind. They just don't see the simple things in front of them. Okay, even if when you explain it, they just stubborn, they won't understand it, so that's called a puku. Okay? Okay, here's the next one. Next one is kazi. Kazi is glitz and glamour. So that one is clear. So we saw that kazi, bukazi. So that means that's glitz and glamour, Hollywood, kazi. So all that kind of glitz and glamour is called kazi. Okay? Then menye is just shiny. Okay, something is shiny, menye, shiny, just self-explanatory. Okay, so kazi is different from menye. Glitz and glamour is when there's people pretty big, like Hollywood not walk fame, but that typical Hollywood thing is called glitz and glamour. Rich people, kazi, all of that. But shine is clear shine, to just shine. Okay, right. Kanzu, kanzu. Kanzu, kanzu, like I would say that, you say that QHA, okay, that's where them clicks come in now. Kanzu, kanzu. Kanzu is a disjointed something. So if something is a, chop, it's a really disjointed. It's called a kanzu, kanzu. Okay, so you go to somebody to fix something for you and they're not experienced. They just do something disjointed. It will break apart in a second. That's called a kanzu, kanzu. Okay, disjointed something. And then tam tam. Tam tam means soft. Okay. Okay, so tam tam means soft. Okay, so something that is really soft. This bed is so tam tam. It's really soft. Okay, so tam tam means soft. Okay, tofo tofo. Tofo tofo means comfortable. Okay, so something that is really tofo. You need live a tofo life. There's even people who be singing, I want a tofo. It's a comfortable, something that's comfortable, luxurious. That's a tofo life. Most of the time it's used for life, but then you can use it for a couch. A tofo couch, tofo. Anything tofo means comfortable. Okay, tofo. Mene is that transgressor, like in Daniel. Okay, pini means a thick crowd. Okay, so a thick crowd. So you saw a pini over there. That means you saw a thick crowd. Okay. Now how you say this one? That's another click again. X. Okay, so if you mix a G and the X, you pronounce it like okay. So mushu means a skirmish. When you're fighting with somebody and then you're wrestling, that whole wrestling is called a mushu. Okay, skirmish or wrestling or something like that, right? A zaku, that's an ambassador. Okay, it's called a zaku. It's an ambassador, self-explanatory. A diki is lukewarm. Like, a lau is a mixed something. A diki means lukewarm. So as you know, in Revelations, Laodicea is a lukewarm church. So diki means lukewarm. Okay, so that's self-explanatory. Foko means a weak person. Okay, you're such a foko. That means you're such a weak person. Okay, a kwai to be fly. Somebody who's flamboyant, all up to date, every hair done, anything. That person is called kwai. He is kwai. Okay, maya is to act guilty. So if a person walks in, or a dog, or whatever it is, they can't look you in the eye. They're acting they look guilty. They act guilty. They are maya. They're doing a maya. Okay, so a maya za, right? To act guilty. Okay, and then ndanya is to act confused. Like a typical example is when you go to a checkout and then you don't have enough money with you. Then you start looking around, like you're acting like you see a bill, you don't understand where some accounts come from and some amounts come from. Then you start ndanya. It's to act confused. That's what ndanya means. Okay, to act confused. And then bovu is a strong muscular person. Okay, that person is a bovu. That means he's a strong muscular person. Okay. And then ndongo is a tough laws. Somebody's got ndongo laws. This king, this president is such a ndongo president. That means he got tough laws. Okay, ndongo. Okay, and then kram. That's how we pronounce it now. Kr is k. Okay, k. So kram is brittle. Something that's brittle, like cartilage. Something that you can bite off, chew easily. Kram. Okay, so and then so there's that KR again. Khele is an intelligent person, smart intelligence. That person is called a khele. Okay, and then baka is the sky, the firmament of the sky. It's called the baka. Okay, that's the sky firmament. Okay, so you are looking at the baka is blue. Okay, blue baka, right? It's made out of water. Everybody knows now. It's made out of water. As you go up, that water becomes the frozen ice. water, the sea of glass. That's what the Bible calls. So that's a baka, right? It's the sky. We call sky. And then fuku. Fuku is bushy. Something that's bushy is called, this thing is fuku. It's bushy. Okay? And then jup is a soft, stretchy candy. It's mostly candy. But anything that's soft and stretchy is called a jup. Okay? And then mbeje is a colorful thing. Anything colorful. A lot of the clothes, like a peacock, things that's got a whole lot of colors in it, very colorful. It's called mbeje. Okay? And then buzu. I'm showing you all these words. All the words that are repetitive, like the mene, you see in Daniel. So I'm showing you all different kind of other words, that same language. Okay? So buzu is a committed person. So I'm a buzu supporter of the Miami or the NFL. This, so I'm a buzu. It's like a committed somebody. Okay, it's a buzu, right? Then pakla. That XA is pronounced as k. Okay, like ko. A ko is a I saw you in another lecture. I think part 1. I showed you ko. XO. They call it XO. A koko is a toad. Like in Revelation say we saw 3 spirits like toads, like koko, like XO. What they're promoting themselves, those toads. So those 3 spirits were like XO, like koko. Like koko is a toad. So XO is a toad or a frog. So now how you pronounce XA? It's ka. Okay, not XO, XA. It's ka. So paka is splashy. Something that's splashy is called paka. Okay, paka, water. It's mostly water or anything like liquid. It's called paka. Okay, and then ata is somebody who don't know how to handle situations. They be holding something, be falling over. They just I don't know what a one word English name for that, but somebody who don't know how to handle stuff good. So it's called an ata, right? An ata, right? There's your 31 words. So this is part 3 of the Xhosa language. Now the Xhosa language is part of the Bantu group of languages, but the Xhosa one is the one that the Bible usually is quoted in the Bible. So that's why I'm teaching you all that language. So y'all can understand, because in heaven you will not be speaking English. The chances are, if the Bible quotes the Savior and the Most High speaking Xhosa, the chances are they are speaking Xhosa as we speak in heaven. Yeah. So that's why I'm teaching you all. So if really, because if the Bible is quoting them speaking this Xhosa language, that means in heaven they are still speaking that Xhosa language. So when you go up there, you want to learn. I mean, even the Revelation says a lot of people could not learn that song, except the 144 that was redeemed from the earth. That's what the Revelation says. And the chances are, the reason why, who won't be able to learn a song unless they don't understand that language, that song is in it. So you want to learn that language whilst you're on earth, because you will be flesh when you go to heaven. You won't go in spirit, you go in flesh, because the Ancient of Days is seated in heaven, and we know how he looked like. The Savior went up in heaven in flesh. He will come back in flesh as well. Moses is in flesh in heaven. So everybody that went, Enoch is in flesh. So there's flesh walking around in heaven, speaking probably the same language that they spoke here on earth, as quoted in the Bible. So that's why I'm teaching y'all, so y'all can understand and start using those words, so you don't get confused when you go to heaven. Okay? Bye. Ask questions if you need to understand more.